Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the coin and welcome to your latest Chelsea news. Pundits left, right, and centre are getting very excited about Chelsea Football Club, deeming us to be title challengers off the back of some really good results recently. No problems about it. But I feel a little bit iffy about this particular situation. I feel very iffy that pundits, and in this case, it's really a transfer guru in the likes of Fabrizio Romano, who's deeming us that we should 100% be in the run for the Premier League title. And as I said, I don't feel comfortable with that as yet. I want to see a lot more consistency. But before I give you my opinion on it, let's have a look at what Fabrizio Romano had to say about this situation. Fabrizio Romano backs Chelsea to compete for the Premier League title. I think they are. Absolutely. I think they are. They will be there to compete. We know in England, in the Premier League, it's never easy, so it's never guaranteed, even when you have a fantastic team. But I think Chelsea can be there also because the chemistry with the manager has been excellent. Now, look, there's no doubt that maybe, just maybe, we are slowly turning a corner now. All the hardship from the past 2 seasons it feels like maybe, just maybe, we are now finally turning into a new era, a new phase where perhaps good times are coming around. Now, having said that, we have bigger challenges upcoming, and there's going to be many different types of challenges that are upcoming. And we need to be able to see exactly how we do in these upcoming challenges. First up, we've got Nottingham Forest. This is going to be another different match for us, not like the one that we had against Wolves, where it was very open. They came at us in the first half, and then in the second half became very, very open, and we played very well. We dominated them in the second half. West Ham are not in a good situation, and they looked like they were defensively sleeping as well at times. And then Brighton, who pretty much self-destructed. It was a very good victory, don't get me wrong, but some of their defending was absolutely comical. Nottingham Forest, on the other hand, they're not going to be comical. Now, they perhaps might, you never know, at Stamford Bridge, we might just, overwhelm them, and they might start conceding some stupid types of goals. And then I can say, well, maybe it's not really the opposition. Maybe it's us that's creating this environment for them to absolutely buckle. Having said all of this, I still don't want to limp forward and say that, yeah, we are definitely title contenders, because for me, it's too premature. We've had a good run, no problems. We do need to win against Nottingham Forest, but before that, we need to beat Ghent as well in the Conference League. And let's slowly build this up. I don't want to get too carried away. First, the Nottingham Forest, and then after the international break, there are some unbelievable fixtures lined up. We've got Liverpool, we've got Newcastle, we've got Arsenal, we've got Man United until the next international break. So the international break, the phase right after the Nottingham Forest one, is a crucial one. That block of games until the international break after the upcoming one, that will define exactly where we are and exactly what type of squad we are. How are we actually under Enzo Maresca? Because those games straight after the international break is Liverpool. I think right after that is Newcastle, and then there's Arsenal, and then we finish things off with Man United. That block of games will literally tell us, are we here to compete for top four? Are we here to perhaps just be, maybe a fifth or a sixth team? Or are we actually going to do something in regards to potentially competing for the Premier League title? For me, there's still too many flaws for me to put us in the Premier League title run. As I said, too premature. Defensively, we've got a lot of work to do. Midfield, we've got a lot of work to do. Up front, I think it's clicking. given any type of opposition, we should be able to create chances and put away chances as well. So up front, I'm not too worried about. We've got a lot of firepower off the bench as well. One thing I do like about this particular squad is our bench is strong. Players that are going to come off the bench and potentially make an impact, we've got quite a lot of good players, and that is a massive tick mark against a whole heap of other teams, rival teams in the Premier League. Having a strong bench, having depth in quality is very, very important for a long, grueling season. So, as I said, there's still a lot of flaws in defense, in midfield, which makes me think in the long run, if we can sustain it, fair dues and big up to the squad to be able to do that. But I just feel like in order to sustain that, it is going to be very, very difficult. So for me, ladies and gentlemen, the title contendership conversation is way too premature. We still need to see exactly where we're going to be in December, but it's interesting. All these pundits are going out there and talking about all of this stuff. It's not just Fabrizio Romano. Recently, Jamie Carragher started to say that, yeah, we look pretty serious. I think Gary Lineker has said that. A whole heap of other different pundits that have been going around and saying that, yeah, Chelsea might be back. Chelsea might be back. But literally, just about a month ago, they were all singing a different tune. Jamie Carragher was saying, who would want to join Chelsea Football Club, this, that, the other? Why would young players want to join them? And then all of a sudden, this guy thinks that, we are the top dogs at the moment. So, yeah, 1 month should not be a time frame where you can just flip your opinions that quickly. We do need to see a little bit more. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, Fabrizio Romano continues to say that the mood at Chelsea is very good. The team is very happy with how Maresca is handling things, and always the club is feeling the same. So I think it's very positive situation around Chelsea, probably the best moment after the new owners came in. And so now you can see how it feels completely different. They are already very happy with what they have, and I think they will be contenders. Yes, if Fabrizio Romano once again continues to say that we are contenders. Look, I'm not going to deny the fact that there seems to be a feel-good factor at the moment. And this is what's going to happen when you win games. This is why we were harping on about winning games last season. Is paramount. This is the biggest ingredient for achieving success. And the more you continue in this manner, the confidence level is going to keep rising. And of course, players are going to be very excited and very focused on the season, and they're going to feel like there is something to play for. Managers are going to be inspired and motivated to work, triple hard for the team. And of course, owners are going to be buzzing. And you saw Baghdad Iqbali in the last match against Brighton, how he goes, I mean, these type of pictures will become iconic, and wins will create this particular environment. You stop winning and you go through another barren run of losses and dropping points through draws and whatnot, all of that will just flip and reverse in no time. So look, yes, good period at the moment, no doubt, but we do need to carry that on. As I said, next up, Nottingham Forest. We cannot slip up at home. Nottingham Forest, that's a must 3-pointer. And then you finish off this particular phase of games with all wins since the last international break to the upcoming one. So that will be a brilliant way to lock things up before the latest international break comes around. And I'm pretty certain if that happens, Enzo Maresca is probably going to win the Manager of the Month award as well. So that will go a long way to bringing even more confidence in the squad. So yeah, look, I agree with certain parts from Fabrizio Romano over here. Of course, it's good feelings at the moment. But title contenders, yeah, let's wait on that. Now, this is a very interesting tweet from Vince, and I wanted to point this out. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. Madueke is the only one among our starting forwards yet to register an assist in the Premier League this season, and none of the other three has less than 3 assists. He needs to rate assist as well. This is very interesting. Nicholas Jackson's got 3 assists. Sancho already has 3 assists. Cole Palmer has 4 assists. And Madueke has none, even though he scored 3 goals, and those 3 came from that hat trick against Wolves. This is something Madueke really needs to think about deeply. Assists, it's a big part of the game, man. Like, you do need to rate that. And this is very eye-opening that in a team like Enzo Maresca's team, where I wouldn't necessarily say that he's obsessed with possession, but what I will say is that he's obsessed with passing and linking up and numerous passing, basically, to open up the opposition. And this is somewhere I feel like Madueke definitely needs to work hard. As I've said it so many times, for Madueke and for Nicholas Jackson, there is an underlining good skill set about both of these players. Nicholas Jackson, as you can see, he values the assist a lot. He rates it a lot. He thinks at times, if we can set up a team member and create a better opportunity to score as opposed to going by ourselves, then let's do that. Whereas Madueke, I think the decision making, whether to pass, whether to go for a shot, when to go for a shot, when to pass, probably lacks, and that is something that he definitely needs to work on. He starts getting more assists on top of chipping in those goals. He will also become an undroppable player. At the moment, as I said, there is a distinct skill set which is quite valuable to the team, but the fact that he's fluffing his opportunities in the final third, Pedro Neto will definitely be knocking on the door. Now, I want to share this particular clip with you guys, which is, once again, a very, very interesting clip, and something you guys will appreciate a lot. It's in regards to Cole Palmer. Maresca compares Cole Palmer's mentality to other young players. Hear this out. This is so true, and I hope most of our young players can look at Cole Palmer as a role model. Check this out.
He's top player. He's top player. And the important thing about the previous thing is that today in football, young player, they change very quick. They score 1 goal and they think that they are already, and Cole, he scored many goals, many assists. He's top player, but he never change. And this is the most important thing. He's top player. He's top player.
I love it. I absolutely love that so much, the fact that he said that. And I've said this so many times in recent times when I've praised Cole Palmer. One of the biggest factors about Cole Palmer is that this guy's never satisfied. He's never, ever satisfied. He scores a goal. He doesn't think that's the end of the world and that's it. He's done his job. And now he's going to go on Instagram. He's going to create stories. He's going to be all over the socials, acting all arrogant and whatnot. No, he's not happy with 1. He scores a 2nd. He's not happy with 2. He scores a hat trick. He's not even happy with the hat trick. He scores 4th. And not just scoring, the amount of times he's trying to assist and the amount of times he gets robbed from assists as well is quite mad. And this is the level of mentality that I want to see from other young players. Sometimes I get the feeling some of the young players that we have, they do one little good thing and they become very arrogant about it. And I guess the fan base kind of enables that as well. Madueke, at times, he'll score and he'll go to the touchline and he'll be like this, or he'll be like this. Brother, calm down. You look at Cole Palmer. This guy, he scores goals, he assists, and he's very humble after the match. And you barely even see a peep out of him in the social media. So, and I'm not just singling out Madueke here. There are other, young players within our team that needs to have the same level of hunger as Cole Palmer, and that is how you really raise your level, and that is how you become an absolute superstar. If you're just satisfied with 1 or 2 good things here and there, then this is what's going to happen. Madueke scoring that hat trick against Wolves, and then since then, not really much to show for. So you got to humble yourself, and you just got to keep trying to get better and better and better. That's the only way things are going to move forward. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea, Liverpool and Barcelona have shown an interest in signing Palmeiras centre-back Vitor Reyes. I mean, look, to be honest, I didn't even want to talk about this news, but this is a news that's getting floated around in social media. I thought, we might have to do this. I don't know who this brother is, and at this point, I don't really want to complain about our scouts. Our scouts have done some really, really fantastic jobs with some of the players that we've brought in, who've raised their value immensely. My only qualm about this whole situation. Do we need another centre back? Like, I mean, what are we doing? Are we trying to sort something out for Strasbourg? I don't know. Like, what are we going to really do with all of these centre backs? We've got Anselmino from Boca Juniors as well, who's a young centre back. Unless we're thinking about getting rid of Desarcy and Buddy Shield, and we're trying to think for the future, then fair enough. But we still do need to get them out. So let's see. I don't know too much about this particular defender. You guys let me know in the comment section what you guys think about him. But he's another defender that we link with. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the latest Chelsea news. I just want to quickly have a look if there is any other news that's popping about just before we wrap things up. I'm in PYS's page. And no, that is the latest. Smash up the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. And let me know your thoughts. Title contendership, I mean, is that a bit too premature? Let me know your thoughts. Until next time, everyone. Take care. See ya. Goodbye.